You're in the eye of the storm as having been the face behind Walukagga's fate. What's your take?
The eye of the storm? Where is that eye of the storm? I haven't seen it. I have not seen the storm either. But I was invited to discuss major political events of the year. I don't know if this is one of them.
Maybe we could start there.
That what?
Walukagga's disqualification. What does it mean to you?
Well, purely as a parent, as a father, I feel for him because he's somebody I've worked with before. And I had reserved all my comments despite the attacks from the notables and non-notables, because my feeling is that as a leader, I have a duty to bring back my brother to the fold, continue working together as we used to. So I did not want to make any controversial statements that would get me out of that vantage position. As a leader, I have a duty to collect and gather all my forces, those that are working with me, those that have worked with me in the past and have since defected for various reasons. It's my duty. If the accusation is that I did not pay my brother's fees, I plead guilty. If the accusation is that I'm that mice that ate the documents, I also plead guilty.
Did you have a hand in the first place? Because it is alleged that the person who went to complain to the Electoral Commission is your personal assistant.
And that one deprives him of the rights of all other voters and people.
No, it naturally connects.
Listen, he's not my son, who is underage, because even if you have a son and he's 18 years and above, you have some leverage over him. But if you're talking about somebody older than me, with rights under the law and under morality, I have no powers to stop him whatsoever. If anything, the Bible says that whoever is not against us is for us. Thank you very much, sir.
How much relief do you have now that Walukagga is out, and does it in any way positively affect your odds to retain Busiro East?
Relief comes after stress. Do I appear stressed? In your eyes, especially since you have glasses?
Well, he had given you a run for your money. For once, I saw you dancing.
An election is an election. It's a season. I have never treated any election as smooth since I started in 2010. So if you want to ask me about election, an election is a contest. There's no snakeless. All are snakes. You've got to fight. And you know, even if they brought a person as weak as Walukagga, I would fight fiercely.
You would rank me as weak, right?
Well, I look at young people, of course, and I rank them.
Well, essentially, there is a sense that this is part of the prejudice on the national inter-platform from the state. What's your take?
Well, the beauty is that now, if it were prejudice, it would be prejudice from within, because I'm part of the national inter-platform. I don't work for the state. I don't know what the state plans. If Medad Lubega standing is a machination of the state, then it's very unfortunate. And if that is the perspective of a section of the opposition, it's a very unfortunate thinking. And, well...
Walukagga was not just an ordinary competitor in the race. He must have been one of the hurdles that you had to jump. Now that the hurdle is away.
What made him extraordinary?
He had the party card. He's favored by the wave.
I have actually been defeating different party candidates. Now this time, it was my own party that presented him. So the party, of course, the party membership was divided. So I had the advantage of a section of the party membership, and others, generally the voters in Busiro East. So if you think it was extraordinary, I think it is ordinary people like me with ordinary weapons that are given the task to do an extraordinary job. Did you see Moses? Moses was an ordinary servant, actually a slave, not even servant, but a slave. He had problems with speech. He was a criminal. He was given a task to deliver the children of Israel, and did an extraordinary job of crossing them over through the Red Sea. So I am used to doing extraordinary tasks. I always say I am an ordinary person. I pray in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and anytime I have a moment to reflect. I am a small person with a strong God. The spirit within me is a big fighting spirit.
Do you imagine it's now time to reconcile with the National Unity Platform so you can eat into the support base that had shifted?
Reconcile over what? Is there a war between me and my party?
Yes, there is.
Oh, you've seen what?
Yes, you declared you had parted ways.
You can go. No, I've never said that. You can go and ask them if they have issues with me to reconcile. I've always been open to reconciliation. I've always been open to discussion with everybody. So anyone who feels he has anything against me, I am happy to listen. I have nothing against my party. How they did the card thing is, there will be people bound to make mistakes anyway. So if someone makes a mistake and you make a mountain over that, I am not the kind.
Honorable Segona, you wrote the party constitution, and the constitution prescribes that once you stand as an independent, you forsake your position in the party and your membership.
Which article is that?
I wouldn't cite the article, but...
You see, you're only speculating. I have been a legal practitioner for the last 23 years, for your information. And any discussion to do with interpreting the Constitution or a legal document is evidence-based. You present the article.
So what is your status in the party as we speak now?
I am a member.
A renegade?
Well, if it is your description, you know English is becoming a problem with people. If that's your description, it is real attached to your mind. I have no power over it. And I will leave you. Because you see, if it's an opinion, it's neither right nor wrong. And some opinion is rooted in dyslexia. So I cannot deny you the right to opine. I have told you, I am a member. There is a procedure for leaving the party. And
could you run us through the procedure?
Why? Are you a member of the National Unity Platform?
No, I'm just curious. For the benefit of our viewers out there.
One, I could resign. I could return my party. I have not done. Two, I could be fired through a disciplinary process. Have you heard of one?
Defying a party's position and standing as an independent.
What is the party position?
The party handed the flag to its member.
And yes, am I standing as a party candidate?
No, you're not.
I'm an independent candidate, and that is a constitutional right. You see, there is a national constitution at the end of the day. Is that one of the major political events for which you invited me?
Well, before we delve into the major political events...
so we must delve into the minor.
No, this is not minor. Do you want to call this minor?
It is. What is major?
How does the ground stand for you now that Walukagga is out?
I think by God's grace, it's good. I told you I went to the ground to campaign, and this is what I've been doing before. Even when I told you I had candidates as weak as Njala Kagwa, I use all my energies. Because among snakes, there are no snakeless.
Delving into the crux of our discussion today, let's look at the good, the bad, and the ugly on the political landscape in 2025 and what it speaks to as we head to the elections. What are the big highlights that you'd write home about for 2025?
Well, quite a number. I think the